what I do in these seminars and what you learn when you come to these seminars, it's a 2-day seminar. We learn, it's practically all hands-on. There may be 45 minutes of me talking about what's going on. The rest we work on a horse from head to toe. We learn how to apply the correct levels of pressure. We learn how to read the horse's responses, and we learn how to get releases and results in performance in the horse. So it's a hands-on seminar from beginning to end, and it's open to, as I said, horse owners, massage therapists that want to learn more techniques, more tools for their toolbox, people that are interested in interacting with your horse, because as I said before, this is it opens a whole new door of communication with your horse, which actually affects not just the body work, but just everyday interaction with your horse once you learn how to read these signs in the horse. How I came upon this method of learning to read and use the horse's responses, when I began doing body work, I noticed that when I went very lightly and slowly over the horse with my hand, using almost no pressure at all, that if I went lightly and slowly, that the horse would give me a really subtle response, such as a blink of an eye when my hand went over one spot. If I stayed on that spot without putting any pressure at all, for however long it took, whatever period of time, it could be 5 seconds, it could be a minute, that if I stayed that lightly and long enough, that the horse would start to drop its head, it would start to lick and chew, and sometimes it would start to shake that part of its body, and it would start to yawn, for example, repeatedly yawning, and it would release tension in that area just from that very light touch. But I learned to read these subtle responses from the beginning, and I just went with that, and rather than trying to go in and do the work, I learned that if I put the horse in the right position, that the horse would start to release the tension on its own. And when I started to do more manipulative work and deeper work on the body, if I used the same principles, that the horse would release deeper levels of tension, and it would do a lot of it on its own. So it really is a process where the horse is part of the process. It's not a mechanical massaging muscles. It's a process where the horse is actually part of the process and interacts with you. And as I said, it's very, very effective. I use it on top jumpers, and it just releases tension in these key junctions that improve performance in the horse.